Hey, Emily. Quick question. What would you do if you had a free day tomorrow?
I should go to the beach. I love the beach.
Wait, you should go to the beach?
Yeah? What's wrong with that?
Don't say that. You just mixed up should and would. And that's actually perfect, because today we're fixing could, would, and should.
Oh no, what did I say wrong?
For an imaginary situation, like a free day that doesn't exist yet, you need would, not should. So the correct sentence is, I would go to the beach.
Oh, I would go, not I should. Got it.
And that's why this channel is called Don't Say That. We show you the mistake, then we teach you the fix.
All right, so by the end of this episode, you'll never mix up could, would, and should again.
So here's a question for you listening at home. Think about this right now. Which one confuses you the most? Could, would, or should? Write your answer in the comments.
Seriously, take 10 seconds and just pick one. We'll wait. Okay, got it? Good.
And before we jump in, please hit that like button and subscribe to Don't Say That. We make new episodes every week to help your English sound more natural.
All right, let's stop waiting. Time to finally understand could, would, and should.
Okay, let's start with could. This is probably the most flexible one of the three.
Flexible how? What do you mean?
Well, could has two main jobs. First, it talks about past ability, something you were able to do before, but maybe not anymore.
Oh, right. Like, when I was younger, I could run 5 miles easily. Now? No way.
Exactly. Past ability. That's job number one. Here's the simple formula. Subject plus could plus base verb. I could swim. She could cook. They could speak French. Let me give some more examples. When I lived in New York, I could walk everywhere. Now I need a car.
Nice. My grandmother could play piano beautifully. She can't anymore because of her hands.
Oh, that's a good one. So past ability. Something true in the past. What's the second job?
The second job is polite requests and suggestions. Could sounds much softer and more polite than can.
Give me an example of that.
Sure. If you're in a coffee shop, you don't say, I want coffee. That's too direct. You say, could I have a coffee, please?
Ah, I see. So could makes you sound nicer.
Way nicer. Here's another. Could you help me with this? That sounds friendly. Help me? Alone? Sounds like a boss talking.
That's a really important difference. Listeners, can you make a polite request right now? Just say it out loud. Could you... something. Try it.
Did you say it? Good. Now let's talk about the negative form. Could not or couldn't.
That's for things that were not possible in the past, right?
Exactly. I couldn't hear the teacher because the room was too loud. Or she couldn't find her phone anywhere.
Simple. So to review section 1, could is for past ability and polite requests. Got it?
Perfect summary. Let's move on.
Okay, now let's talk about would. This one is different from could.
Very different. Would is mostly about hypothetical situations, things that aren't real or haven't happened yet.
Hypothetical? That's a fancy word. Can you say that in simpler English?
Sure. Hypothetical means imaginary or not true right now. Like, if I won the lottery, I would buy a house. I probably won't win, but I'm imagining it.
Oh, I love that example. Here's another one. If I had more time, I would learn guitar. But I don't have time, so I won't.
Exactly. So the formula is if plus past tense, then subject plus would plus base verb. If I knew his number, I would call him, but I don't know it.
Okay, that's one use. What else does would do?
The second big use is past habits, things you did regularly in the past but don't do anymore.
Like when I was a kid, I would play outside every day after school.
Perfect example. Or my dad would read me a story every night before bed. That's a past habit, not anymore.
I love that one. So would for past habits. It's like used to, but a little softer.
Yes. And the third use, polite offers and invitations. This is similar to could, but different.
How is it different?
Could asks for permission. Would offers something. For example, would you like some coffee? That's an offer. Or would you like to join us for dinner? That's an invitation.
Oh, I get it now. So could is asking for help. Would is offering something to someone else.
Exactly right. Let me ask you a question. What would you do if you had a free day tomorrow?
If I had a free day, I would sleep until noon and then watch movies all day. What about you?
I would go to the beach, probably. Okay, listeners, your turn. Answer this in the comments. What would you do with a completely free day?
Yes, write it down. Use I would and practice. We want to see your sentences.
First tip for remembering would, think W for wish or W for want. It's about things you want but aren't real.
Second tip, if you see if, you probably need would in the other part of the sentence.
Third tip, would is your friend for being polite when you offer something to others.
Good tips. Let's keep going.
Last one, should. This is about advice, recommendations, and what's right or correct.
Okay, so if could is ability and would is imagination, should is what?
Should is obligation, but soft obligation, not like must, which is very strong.
Give me an example to feel the difference.
Sure. You must stop at a red light. That's a law. No choice. You should eat more vegetables. That's advice. You can ignore it, but it's a good idea.
I see. So should is like a helpful suggestion from a friend.
Exactly. The formula is simple. Subject plus should plus base verb. You should exercise. She should apologize. They should arrive soon.
Let me give some real life examples. You look tired. You should get some sleep.
That's good advice. Here's another. It's raining outside. You should take an umbrella.
Or, this restaurant is expensive. We should go somewhere else.
Perfect. Now, should also works for expectations. Things we think will probably happen.
Look, the train should arrive in 10 minutes. Or she should be home by now.
Yes, that's a great point. It's not 100% certain, but it's very likely.
What about the negative form? Should not or shouldn't?
That's for bad ideas. You shouldn't smoke. It's bad for your health. Or he shouldn't drive so fast.
Okay, let's do a quick practice activity. Listeners, I want you to finish this sentence out loud. To learn English faster, I should...
Did you say it? Good. Now write it in the comments too. I should study every day. Or I should watch more English videos. Like this one.
Nice plug for our channel.
Okay, so should is advice and expectations. Simple.
One more tip. If you're not sure whether to use should, ask yourself, is this a good idea or a bad idea? Good idea? Should. Bad idea? Shouldn't.
That's really helpful.
Let's review the 3 before we talk about mistakes.
Okay, now it's time for everyone's favorite part. Mistakes. And trust me, we've made all of these.
Oh yeah, I remember once I said, I could go to the store. My friend just stared at me.
Yeah, don't say that. You cannot put 2 modal verbs together. 1 modal per sentence.
So mistake number 1, using 2 modals together. Wrong, I might can come. Right, I might be able to come. Or I can come.
Let me explain why this is wrong. Could, would, should, might, must, these are all modal verbs. English only allows 1 modal verb before the main verb. It's a grammar rule with no exceptions. Mistake number 2, confusing could for past ability and would for past habits. Listen to this difference. When I was young, I could run fast. That means I had the ability. I was fast.
When I was young, I would run every morning. That means I did it regularly, as a habit.
See the difference? Ability versus habit. Write that down.
Mistake number 3. Using should when you mean would in imagined situations.
Oh, this is so common. Wrong. If I had more money, I should buy a car. Right? If I had more money, I would buy a car.
Why? Because should is for advice. Would is for imagination. The if sentence is imaginary, so you need would.
Here's a funny example. Wrong. If I were you, I should eat less sugar. That sounds strange, right?
Right. Correct. If I were you, I would eat less sugar. Because you're imagining being the other person.
Mistake number 4. Forgetting the base verb after could, would, should.
Oh yeah. Wrong, I could to go. Or I would went. Both wrong.
After could, would, should, always use the base form of the verb. No to, no past tense. I could go. I would go. I should go.
Let's practice each mistake type quickly. Listeners, say the correct version out loud. Mistake 1. I should can help you.
Correct answer? I should be able to help you. Or I can help you.
Mistake 2. When I was a kid, I could play guitar every day.
Correct. I would play guitar every day. If you mean habit. I could play if you just mean ability.
Mistake 3. If I had time, I should call her.
Correct. I would call her. Imagination, not advice.
Look, mistakes are normal. Even native speakers mess these up sometimes.
Really? Native speakers too?
Oh, absolutely. Especially when they're tired or speaking fast. Don't feel bad about getting confused.
The goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to be understood. And you will be. All right, now let's test what you've learned. I'm going to give you some situations. You choose the correct word. Could, would, or should.
I love this. Okay, go ahead.
Situation 1. You're in a restaurant and you want the waiter to bring you water. What do you say? A, I want water, or B, could I have some water, please?
The answer is B, obviously. A is too direct and sounds rude.
Exactly. Situation 2. Your friend looks really tired. What do you say? A, you would get some sleep, or B, you should get some sleep.
B, you're giving advice. Should is for advice.
Perfect. Situation 3. Imagine winning $1 million. What would you say? A, I should buy a house, or B, I would buy a house.
B, this is imaginary. Would is for imagination.
Situation 4. Past ability. When you were 7 years old, you could or would ride a bike?
Could, because you're talking about ability, not a habit.
You're getting really good at this. Situation 5. Making an offer to a guest in your home. A, could you like some tea? Or B, would you like some tea?
B, would you like is the standard polite offer. Could you is asking for help.
Last one. You're giving advice to someone who studies too much. A, you would take a break, or B, you should take a break.
B again. Advice equals should.
Listeners, how many did you get right? Write your score in the comments.
And here's a challenge. Create your own sentence using all 3 words. Something like, I could help you, I would if I had time, and you should ask someone else.
That's actually a great sentence. Try writing your own in the comments. We'll read them. Remember, real conversation is better than perfect grammar. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Wow, we covered a lot today. Let's quickly review what we learned about could, would, and should.
Number 1, could is for past ability and polite requests. I could swim when I was 5. Could you help me?
Number 2, Would is for imaginary situations and past habits. I would buy a car if I had money. We would walk to school every day.
Number 3, should is for advice and expectations. You should try this restaurant. The bus should arrive soon.
That's it. 3 words, 3 different jobs.
If you remember nothing else, remember this. Could equals ability. Would equals imagination. Should equals advice.
That's such a good way to remember. I'm writing that down.
So here's a question for you, listening right now. Which one will you focus on practicing this week? Could, would, or should?
Think about your answer and then actually use it in a real conversation today.
Before we go, please like this video if it helped you. Share it with someone who's learning English too.
And subscribe to Don't Say That so you don't miss our next episode. We make learning English feel like talking to friends.
You've got this. Seriously. Could, would, should. They're not scary anymore.
Every mistake you make is just practice. Keep going, keep trying, keep speaking.
Thanks for spending time with us today. We really appreciate you.
Take care of yourself, and we'll see you right back here next time.
See you next time.